I loved and I was good at. The day he proposed to me was the happiest day of my life. And the next day, Mike had a massive seizure. An ambulance rushed him to the hospital, and what my athletic fiance had thought was a pinched nerve in his leg turned out to be stage 4, inoperable terminal brain cancer. I quit my job and my education because my small nonprofit did not offer insurance. I quit to do everything I could for him to ensure that through brain surgery, through chemotherapy and radiation, through losing motor function and through seizures, he could go to work. This was before the AHCA, and if he lost his job and insurance, he could never get coverage again. He was supposed to have 18 months to live, and he beat every odd, every expectation, and a year later we were married, and a year after that we were pregnant with twins. Woo. Woo. When the economy collapsed and my husband's company failed, he was out of work and had no insurance provided coverage. When he finally found another job, employers could force employees to wait years before their coverage would go into effect. Every month, our family scraped and sacrificed to pay the thousands of dollars every month our co-worker needed. So my husband and our preemie twins could keep their coverage and survive. The day the AHCA passed, we cried. Yep. Finally, my husband could get a job that offered insurance. Finally, we had some assurance that we would make it through the years that follow a cancer diagnosis. I told this story to Peter Roskam himself in person in this office. I put this photograph of my family in his hands and said, "This is my husband. This is my daughter with asthma. This is my daughter with a congenital spinal defect. These are the people who might not survive the AHCA. My husband will not survive. Everyone in my family has a pre-existing condition." Peter Roskam thanked me. He thanked me. And then he voted to kill my family. Peter Roskam thinks that access to health care means that if my husband loses his job, one based on funding in a state that does not have a budget.
You're right.
Yeah. My family has to find $140,000 a year to join a high-risk pool. Peter Roskam thinks access to health care means us paying out of pocket $400,000 a year.
No.
And then getting a tax credit at the end of the year, which does nothing.
Oh, Peter!
Nothing. When you only have the maximum minimal deduction to begin with. Peter Roskam agrees with his members of Congress in his party who say good people don't have pre-existing health conditions. Peter Roskam agrees with Donald Trump who says that health care should be run like a business. No, Peter, maybe healthcare should be run like a business. But do you know how a business handles it when a member of that business gets sick? After the AHCA. When my husband had a job and insurance, as a father of 3 children who worked every day for his paycheck and his health care, when his cancer came back, do you know what his company did? His employers, his co-workers, the people who run and administer his company came together to pay the